Zara Recap presented Alita Battle Angel 2019. In the beginning, we are told that this time is 300 years after the World War. There was a world war in which the whole world was destroyed. There we are shown a spaceship on which a whole world was inhabited, and the people of the spaceship used to throw their garbage on the ground. One day, a Dr. Dyson finds a robot in that garbage, and it was not an ordinary robot. In fact, it was such a robot whose half of the body is of a human and half of the machine. That doctor picks up that robot and brings it to his house, and he repairs that robot well, gives it a new body. Then the next day, that robot wakes up, who was a girl, and she was very happy to get this new body. Then she asks the robot doctor who I am and how I came here, where I came from. Now, because the doctor himself does not know where she has come from, the doctor does not tell her anything. But the doctor only tells her that when you met us from the garbage, half of your body was destroyed. But your mind was alive, it was active. And later, we repaired your body and fixed it completely. After that, the doctor shows her this world. She is very happy to see Robot City, and she also sees that spaceship. And she asks the doctor, what is this? Is this a world? On which the doctor tells her that after the World War, this was the last city left. And its name is Sky City. And life is very good in Sky City. Everyone wants to go there, because rich people live there, and poor people live in our world. And then the doctor gives that robot a name. Hearing this name, Alita becomes very happy. After that, Alita meets a boy there whose name is Hugo. When Hugo sees Alita's body, he praises her a lot, because his body was a robot body, which was very powerful. Alita and Hugo become good friends. On the same night, a girl is murdered in the city. Actually, there was a serial killer in that city. He used to capture girls and murder them, and then he used to sell their body parts. On the same night, Alita sees the doctor who was coming home from somewhere. Alita sees that the doctor has blood on his hands. Seeing this, she thinks that the murderers in the city is Doctor. Then the next day, her wife comes to meet the doctor, because there was a separation between the two. Here we know that the body that the doctor has put on Alita is actually her daughter's body, because her daughter was dead. After this, Hugo takes Alita to play a game with him, and this game was very famous in the city. Alita impresses everyone because she plays this game very well, and Alita wins that game too. After this, Hugo takes Alita to his favorite place. It was a roof of a building from where the whole city could be seen, and the Sky City was also visible from here. There is also a very big pipe there. Hugo tells that all the stuff from the Sky City to the ground comes through this pipe. And I'm doing a lot of hard work to go to the Sky City. And you will see that I will go there one day. Alita asks how the Sky City looks, on which Hugo tells her that the doctor had actually picked you up from the garbage. And that garbage was from the Sky City. It means that you have come from the Sky City. But Alita did not remember anything about this, and she forgot all her past. Actually, her memory was lost. Then the next day, the doctor goes out of the house, and Alita follows him. And here, Alita finds out that the doctor is not a killer. In fact, he is a warrior hunter. Warrior hunters are those who kill killers, and later the body of those killers is taken to the factory. In return, a lot of money is received, and Alita succeeds in killing another killer. Then the doctor and Alita take the head of the killer and go to the factory, where they get $20 in return for the killer's head. After this, Doctor tells his story to Alita. After all, how did he become a warrior hunter? And why did he become a warrior hunter? They tell that this is the story of the time when my daughter and my wife used to live together. And then one day he made a robot. And that robot came to their house and took away their daughter. After this incident, the doctor was very angry with that robot. And the doctor broke his own robot and killed him. And after this, the doctor became a warrior hunter. After this, we are shown a man whose name is Vector. Vector was actually the owner of the race game in the city. And with Vector, we can also see the doctor's wife. And here we find out that the doctor's wife is actually involved with Vector, because Vector had promised him that he would send them to Sky City. And because of this, the doctor's wife herself is a doctor, but she also works for Vector. Then we see the robot that Alita killed last night. That robot goes to Vector and tells him that Alita has done this to my body, on which Vector tells him very badly that you were beaten by a child. The robot says that she is not a child, but she is very powerful. Vector tells the robot that now your job is to kill Alita and bring her in front of me. Then Hugo takes Alita to show the same race game. He also tells Alita that the winner of this game is sent to Sky City. Alita is very happy to hear this. Then Hugo takes Alita to show a ship. He tells that this ship is 300 years old, which is the enemy's ship. When Alita sees that ship attracts her a lot. That's why Alita jumps into the water and goes to that ship. Alita also gets a high-tech body in the ship. Alita comes to the doctor with that body, and she tells the doctor to replace this body with my body. That is, fit this body with my head. But the doctor refuses to do this. He tells that this body is very powerful, because there are a lot of weapons in it. And if this body is fitted with you, then you will become very dangerous. After hearing this refusal, Alita gets very angry. After this, Alita goes to the factory. Going there, Alita decides that she is also a warrior hunter from now on. She goes to a club with Hugo, where all the hunters of the city were sitting. And she teases everyone that we should kill the Vector robot, because he is the killer who is killing all the girls in the city. One of them makes a lot of fun of Alita. He says that if you are so small in size, then how will you kill someone? And how did you become a warrior hunter? After hearing this, Alita kills him. She competes a lot with him, and he goes and falls behind. Seeing this, all the hunters are very surprised. In the meantime, the Vector robot comes there, which had grown a lot in size, because the doctor's wife had upgraded it. As soon as he comes, the robot attacks Alita, and that robot comes to an underground place to save his life. Then Alita also follows him and comes to that underground place. And there is a fierce fight between the two here. But in the last, the robot kills Alita, and his body is cut into pieces. But in the meantime, the doctor and Hugo come there, who compete a lot with that robot, and burn his body. Then to save his life, the robot runs away from there. The doctor brings Alita's cut body home. Alita's body was completely destroyed. Now, because the doctor has no other option. That's why he joins that body with Alita, which he got from that ship. When Alita wakes up the next morning, she feels very good, because now she has got a new body, which was very powerful. And with the help of that body, fire can also be created. And Alita is very happy to get this new body. The next day, Alita goes to meet Hugo to show him her new body. When Hugo sees his body, he becomes very happy, and he likes his body very much. He gets very impressed. Here, Hugo tells Alita that I want to go to Sky City as soon as possible. But every person needs some points to go there. And these points can either be taken by killing someone, or can be taken by winning that race game. Hearing this, Alita gives her heart to Hugo and says, "Take my heart and sell it. In return, you will get some points." And then you go to Sky City. And Alita's heart is not a normal heart. It has a lot of powers. Even the whole city can get electricity for many months from this heart. But Hugo refuses to take Alita's heart and says, "No, he don't need it. You keep your heart with you, because your heart is very important," and says that you should participate in the race, because I think you can win this race. And if you win, we will both go to Sky City. Hearing this, Elita agrees immediately, and she gets ready to participate in the race. And she wanted to do all this for Hugo, because she liked Hugo. After this, we see Vector, who hires some killers and hunters to kill Elita. He tells everyone that if you kill Elita in the race, then I will give you all 5 million points, which is very important to go to Sky City. Then we see the hunter who was killed by Elita in the club, and he wanted to take revenge on Elita for his insult. And now he was going to take this revenge from Hugo. That hunter kills a man and puts all the blame on Hugo. Now, because Hugo was accused of killing someone, that's why he became a killer. On the other hand, we see Elita, who participated in the race, and the race was about to start. All the killers in the race are after Elita. That's why they attack Elita. But Elita was no less than anyone. That's why she keeps killing them one by one while competing with everyone. Then Hugo's call comes to Elita, who tells her that the hunter is behind me, and he wants to kill me. Then Elita leaves the race and goes to save Hugo. When Elita reaches the hunter, she beats him very badly, while the whole city is shown that Hugo has become a killer. And there was also a charge on him. That is, whoever finds him will get $30. And then the city police come there to kill Hugo, because everyone believed that Hugo is a killer, and it is necessary to kill him. That's why everyone tells Elita to kill Hugo. But Elita doesn't kill Hugo, while the hunter kills Hugo with a sword. And here, Hugo is counting his last breath, and as soon as he sees, Hugo dies. And then the doctor's wife comes there, who tells Elita to cut Hugo's head, because we will put a body with his head, and we will make his body a robotic body, because the doctor's wife had changed now. And here, Elita does the same. And to show everyone, she cuts Hugo's head and brings it in front of everyone. But later, she takes Hugo's head to the doctor, where the doctor does the operation and puts another body with Hugo's head, on which Hugo comes back to life, which makes Elita and Hugo both very happy, because now Hugo also had a body like Elita. The doctor tells Elita that the actor frauds everyone, because he deceives everyone and says that I will give you money and take you to Sky City, while no one in Sky City goes through money, and not everyone can go to Sky City. Only those people can go who are born there. And only those people can go who will be the winner of that race. Otherwise, no one can go. Doctor also tells Elita that I and my wife were born in Sky City, and we came here to get our daughter's treatment. And that's when she got stuck here. Hearing this, Elita gets very angry, and she goes to kill the actor. Elita goes straight to the factory, and all the machines of the actor there attack Elita. But now, Elita had a body that was very powerful, after destroying all the machines and robots. Now Elita goes to kill the actor, but then a robot of the actor comes there, because of which Elita gets injured and falls down. And then Elita remembers her past. That is, her memory had come back, which was lost. Elita sees that she was a fighter, and Elita also participated in that world war, which happened about 300 years ago. And here Elita remembers everything, that all this is being done by the owner of Sky City, and he had also killed all Elita's friends. And here Elita remembers that my mission is to kill the owner of Sky City. And then that robot attacks Elita. And Elita, with the help of her sword, she cuts that robot into 2 pieces. And then Elita stabs the Vector with that sword. And the Vector also dies there. Then Elita gets a call from the doctor, who tells her that Hugo is going towards Sky City, climbing those pipes. Then Elita also follows him and goes up, and tells him that you don't need to go to Sky City, because there is nothing above. We both will live together in this world. Then, listening to Elita's words, Hugo agrees. But on top of that, the owner of Sky City was watching all this, and that's why he leaves one of his weapons on them, by which Hugo's whole body is cut into different parts. But then Alita holds his hand. But Alita lets go of his hand. That's why he goes down a lot. Alita gets very sad after losing Hugo, and she starts crying. Now Alita decides that she will go to Sky City, and she will not leave the owner of Sky City. We see that Alita has also won that race, and she shows her sword towards Sky City, and she tells the owner of Sky City that I'm coming to kill you. And with this movie ends here. Thank you for watching.